So I was a Dailylook customer for a short time. I signed up to get a box every quarter. In fact, after my last 2 boxes got totally returned because they sent me things I had specifically asked not to get, I decided to unsubscribe from them. Well, I guess I didn't do it right because I just got another Dailylook box.
They say I shop too much. They say I've lost control. But when that package drops, it's like a dream unfolds.
Actually, what happened was I got a preview, and before I had time to open it and look at it, I got another message from Dailylook saying, "Please forgive us for taking so long. We were affected by the California wildfires." Wow, that's rough. So then I went ahead and looked at my preview, and I saw that they weren't sending me anything that I hated, and actually what's in this box looks kind of interesting. Not only that, but I have a $75 credit because Dailylook gave me a $15 credit to kind of apologize for me sending back my entire last box. Their styling fee is $40, so that's part of my $75 credit. And another part of that credit is $20 that they gave me because I got a checkout message saying, "Your box is here, time to check out." And I called them and said, "My box isn't here." And because of the delays from the wildfires, they felt bad and kicked me another $20 credit. So I have a $75 credit for this box. If you're new to my channel, my name is Lisa and this is Adventures in Styling. And I started this YouTube channel about 3 months ago because I found myself needing to buy all new clothes because I lost a lot of weight between 2023 and 2024, and I wanted to use subscription clothing services like Dailylook, where they have some of the top brands. They have a stylist that helps push you outside of your comfort zone and get you to try new things. And they also have websites where you can go on and like things and state your preferences. So it's kind of like a little bit of preview shopping, and it's also very much a surprise, at least for me, because every now and then I get sent something that I never would have picked myself, and then when I try it on, I find a new style that I love. Okay, this is the kind of box that they send. It's fairly big. With Dailylook, you can get up to 11 items. So you have 11 or more items in your preview, and then whatever you decide to keep, they'll round it up to 7 items with the things that you decided to keep. And if you kept under 7 items, they'll add some surprises. The box does take a couple of weeks to get to you for Dailylook. Their styling fee is $40, so it's a little higher than the other ones. But like I said, both times where I have rejected my whole box, they've kicked me back a $15 credit. If you keep 3 items, you get 50% off one of those items. And then if you keep 5 items, you get 50% off 2 items. So it's a little bit different than the really popular Stitch Fix and Wantable. All right, let's open this box. Their packaging is really nice. So they give you this nice little message in the lid. Everything is bundled up with a bow, and you can see there's a big bundle of clothes in there. You can kind of open the box this way too and just slide it all out, which apparently I'm doing. And so let's just take a little sneak preview of what's in here. I see something that feels a little suede-y. I see something that feels like a sweatshirt. This is interesting. I don't know what this is. And I think I see some black jeans in here and some white jeans and some blue jeans. Wow, a lot of jeans in this one. So I'm going to go ahead, open these up. As I do, I will read you the brand and the price, and then I'll hang them up so you can see what they look like on the hanger, and then I will try them on. Let's see if I got a note here from the stylist. So yes, they give you this nice envelope where I think there's going to be a note from the stylist. If I remember, it's been about 3 months. And I've always had the same stylist. Her name is Amy, and she has communicated with me over email as well as on their website. So she says, "Hello, spring is the perfect time to embrace light layers, fresh colors, and flattering silhouettes. And this collection offers a mix of playful, polished, and relaxed styles." And then she goes into how to style these things. I will read those bits when I try these on and put things on together. And let's see, please note that the items referenced in this note might have changed after box preview. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not quite sure what that means. Let's get started on the clothes. So another thing to note is, unlike Stitch Fix and Wantable, when you get your box, you don't get a list of what these clothes are and the prices. You have to go to their website and start checking out to see that. So checking out means you're going onto your account on their website, they're telling you online what they sent you, and you can say keep or return. And then when you're done, they will charge you for what you kept, and then you have a big prepaid envelope to return everything. In fact, I don't see my envelope in this box. That's really interesting. However, I'm sure, like the other services, you can go online and get a prepaid return label to send everything back, and I would probably just use this box. So I'm online over here on my computer, and I will tell you what the brands of these things are and what their cost is. So the first thing up is called Suede Jacket with, oh, fringe detail. Look. Ah, the fringe is on the back. Here it is. It is super soft. It looks a little bit wide, but probably not wide once I get it on myself. And then here is the fringe. Here it is on the hanger, and the brand is Skies Are Blue, and this one is a size small. So next up we have the Liverpool brushed hoodie, $88, and the color is marled blue. And I did ask for a gray hoodie. I am not interested in a blue hoodie in any way, shape, or form. So it does look a little bit gray, so maybe this is all that they had available. And the brand is Liverpool, which is a pretty nice brand. So you can see this has a kind of a thick cross collar here. Not really a fan of that. It's got nice gathering at the sleeves. So let's give it a chance and see what it looks like on. Well, this looks interesting. This is the Peplum square neck top, size small, $78. And the brand is Cotton Blue, B-L-E-U, Cotton Blue. What in the heck? Okay. Whew. All right, here it is. Yeah, I don't see myself wearing that. So we'll try it on just for laughs and giggles. Yeah, and $78 for this. I don't know about that. Okay, next up we have something from Corey is the brand. The size is small, and this is another peplum top. This looks like it could be really cute. It does look like it might be a little small on me, and the price is $78. So let's hang this up and get a better idea of what this is going to look like. There we go. I'm in suspense. Okay, next up we have the Dear John 3/4 sleeve peplum top. I know as of my last feedback to the stylist that I didn't say anything about peplum tops, although they are a little popular this season and I have been getting into them. But I think it's a little redundant that she sent me 3 peplum tops in this one box. A little lack of variety there. This one could be really cute. Again, it's Dear John, and their price on it is $78. Does feel like a lot considering that I could probably get something just as nice in a peplum top from Walmart. And if you are new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe because I do shop a variety of price points, and one of my favorite ones is Walmart. In fact, there's always a little Walmart in the equation when I'm styling things. And I have a Walmart haul coming up where I have all kinds of denim from Walmart that I'm excited to share. That's currently in stock. Varieties of denim. Anyway, here's the top. Okay, first denim is high-rise ankle straight denim, color black, size 27. In the checkout, they don't put the brand in there. It's kind of interesting. The style is Victoria and the brand is Verve. And I think I'm good for black denim right now. But these look like they are ankle length. So they feel very, very, very stretchy, which is nice. They are kind of a true black, although they look a little washed out here right up in front of the camera. I'm not sure about those. I'm not sure that I need them, so we'll see. And then next up is straight crop jeans. It's a generic description. Straight crop jeans, size 27, $98. So $98 for Wash Lab Vera ankle straight. Wash Lab. If you have heard of the brand Wash Lab, let me know in the comments. I have never heard of this brand. They do have an unfinished hem. That's kind of cute. There is branding for Wash Lab on the pocket. Gosh, I'm going to have to go online and research this. They're very stretchy. They don't look overly see-through. We'll have to see if those are a really good fit or not. So last thing in the box are, it says Flying Monkey mid-rise denim. I don't see Flying Monkey anywhere on here. It says Lovervet or Lovervet by Verve or Vervet. I don't know how to pronounce that one. Mid-rise boot cut, size 27. I like the color of this wash. And I like the raw edge hem, and I like the way that it's flaring a little bit at the end. And let's take a look at the back. Nice stitching, and they're stretchy. So let's try this stuff on and see how it looks.
Before we get into the next part of this recording, I'm just going to point out the elephant in the room, or the lipstick on my teeth. It's so frustrating to work so hard to make a video to bring you, and then notice at the end that you've had lipstick on your teeth the whole time. So I'm just acknowledging that it's there. So let's get past that. I know I can't, but I hope you can. And go on to the try on, because I really want to bring you this analysis of Dailylook and give them a chance, and then make my decision about them.
I do like to show you the last thing that I purchased from the subscription box that I'm showing, but I've sent back all of my last 2 Dailylook boxes, so I really don't have anything from them anymore. I had one or two things from my first box that I've gotten rid of because they didn't wear well. So I'll just share with you what I'm wearing today. This is it's St. Patrick's Day, so I'm wearing my green shirt. I work today and it is a work night, so I'm not going anywhere, but I got dressed for St. Patrick's Day in my green shirt from Stitch Fix. It's got really pretty cuffs on it that are elastic. I can pull them up. They've got some nice draping. And I don't have a pot of gold, so I put on a little extra gold jewelry. And I'm wearing my new favorite jeans from Cider. If you don't know what Cider is, I highly recommend that you check them out. And I have posted about 4 videos about Cider and the clothing that I'm getting from them. I've been getting awesome jeans from Cider. And these are my new loafers that I got from Dream Pairs. And I do have some affiliated links for some Dream Pair shoes, but I just bought these on my own, and they're super comfortable. So let's get started with this try on. Her first suggestion was to pair the white pants with this Liverpool bluishy, whitishy hoodie. And the hoodie's starting to grow on me. So let's throw them on and see how it looks. So first up is the Liverpool really super soft marble blue hoodie. $88, and the mystery brand white jeans, $98. And this is 58% polyester, 38% rayon, and then the rest is spandex. It does have a little bit of stretch to it. And I styled this by just leaving the gold necklace on that I have from Cider. Again, St. Patty's Day, I'm just keeping my pot of gold on. And I just dressed this up a little bit so it's casual, and I tried to elevate it a little bit with gold shoes. I have to say, I'm so happy Mary Janes are still in. I love Mary Jane shoes, and one of the best things that I did filling my wardrobe when I went from a shoe size 8.5 to a shoe size 8 is I got black Mary Janes, red Mary Janes, silver Mary Janes, and gold Mary Janes, and they have been a staple. Very comfortable sleeves, and again, this is what the marbled blue fabric looks like up close. And then here's what the back of the jeans look like. They are I've got all the tags tucked in here, but they are a high mid-rise. Yeah, they're pretty comfortable. They're nice and thick, and from what I can tell, they're not see-through. All right, for the rest of this styling, I'm not going to follow her notes because I want you to actually be able to see things combined, dark and light colors. First up, a question. Do you know any fabulous 60-plus year old or 50-plus, let's just say 55-plus year old women who would fit in this and who would actually wear it? And if you do, they're fabulous. All the power to them. That is awesome. However, on average, your 55-year-old plus woman is not going to wear this. So I feel like Dailylook is not really looking at the demographics in my profile. And they've gone from one extreme to another, where I complained about the giant batwing sleeved and dolman sleeve oversized shirts that they were sending me, and said I didn't want oversized because I'd lost weight. But no. And so now I'm wearing the other black peplum top, and it's too small. You can see it's not a good fit for me. And I'm wearing the jeans. They are a high rise, actually. It said mid rise on the packing slip, but they are a high rise. And they're not too bad, though. They're not too unflattering of a high rise. If you're shaped like me, many high rises are unflattering because I still have some stomach left after major weight loss. So I just, because they're too long, I threw them on with these fabulous Kurt Geiger pumps that I got at Nordstrom Rack. I love Kurt Geiger. That's one of my favorite brands. So just checking on the brand on the jeans again. So Verve La Vervette, in case these look cool to you and you would be interested in them. That is the name of the brand. But I don't think I need them, so not sure about these. Let's try on the black jeans with this peplum shirt because I wouldn't normally wear those two together, just me, but for contrast, I'm going to show you what they look like. I decided to go ahead and try on the Skies Are Blue suede fringe jacket with the jeans and the black top because that's how I would style this if I was going to wear it. Not loving this. It's very thin. It doesn't have any shape. Yeah, the arms are kind of boring and square. And for $128, I don't think it's a good value. I was at Nordstrom Rack in Texas, like 8 months ago, and they had a ton of these on sale for $39. And they were actually thicker and they had more shape. So this is definitely a no-go for me. Okay, I'm back with the last two items. This is the Dear John peplum shirt and the Verve. Actually, these are the high-rise ankle-straight black denim jeans. And I just put these together to get these last two things on for you and tried to style them as feminine as I could. So I put on these very dainty Steve Madden black patent leather Mary Janes that I've had for a while. But that style of shoe is still available if you like this look. And then lastly, I put on a beautiful Kendra Scott bow necklace that I got in my last Front Door Fashion box. And if you're not familiar with Front Door Fashion, I have made some videos about them. They are more of high-end clothing. And when I was opening that box, I had kind of a gripe that I aired on public about how a lot of retailers or companies that make jewelry and sell jewelry are making them out of plastic. And I had been into a Madewell store that weekend and looked at these gold necklaces. They looked really cute, but they totally felt like plastic. Off camera, when I finished that video, something kind of funny happened. I took the magnet off of the back of my microphone and the necklace I had on went shoop right up to the magnet. Kendra Scott. They told me it was metal. Nope. So it appears that there's very, very, very little metal in this beautiful Kendra Scott bow necklace. Even if it's metal plated, shouldn't this stick somehow? It doesn't. It doesn't. Now let's take a look at the Cider necklace. Now, let's be clear. This is a beautiful necklace and I love it and I'm going to wear it, but I'm just disappointed that it's not silver plated, at least for the price of $150 that it was. This was $3.99. Let's go over everything. So the peplum top, I just don't think is a good fit for me. It's cute, but I just think I probably should have been in a bigger size, and then, because it's not coming down far enough here, and if I wasn't a bigger size, then it would be like too oversized. So overall, I'm pretty disappointed. They went from one extreme to another. Now, this was a nice pick, but they just don't get me, I guess. And they went from one extreme to another, sending things that are super small. And if you had looked at my account and my dimensions and my age and my demographic, like my bust size that I have on my account would never fit in here. So that wasn't well done. This is just a little bit too small too. If you have someone who's complaining about sizing, you should probably go a little safer on what you're picking for them. The denim is nice. I'm not going to complain about that. This is just not to my taste at all. I don't think it's a good value for the money. The Liverpool hoodie was a nice choice. Blue is not a color that I marked as a favorite color in my profile. It is kind of gray blue, so I don't know. And this and the jeans, again, all the denim was pretty good in this box. Can't go wrong with some basic seasonal denim. I think as of 3 months ago or 6 months ago, when I provided input for the box before this, I said I was looking for black jeans. So, you know, now we're getting into spring. Don't really need them so much. So I have a $75 credit. So what am I going to keep from this box? Also, they say get 50% off when you keep 3 items. I'm not motivated to do that at all. So I'm not sure what to keep out of this box to use my $75 credit and then cancel Dailylook. Here I am staring at this packing slip, trying to figure out what to keep based on the few things that I like and the cost, and there's no prices on it. So back to the website. All right, so the only other thing that I have any interest in are the jeans, and their price is $98, and the brand is Wash Lab. I don't know the brand. I don't know if $98 is a good price for that brand. I have a $75 credit, so that would give them to me for $23, but $40 of that credit was my styling fee. So really, I'm paying $63 for these jeans. I'm not sure I feel that great about it. So I don't know, should I send the whole box back and try to get another $15 credit for sending the whole box back? Or should I just be done? Let me know what you think in the comments. Now I'm looking back at these, I just don't know. I just don't know. I think it's gonna be the white pants and call it a day. If you're new to my channel, I'm sorry this was a disappointing haul. Please do subscribe, because when you do, you will get notified right away when I do a Stitch Fix box, a Wantable box, which I'm going to do after this, Front Door Fashion, which is more high-end, and that is just an amazingly fun experience. Sometimes there's guest appearances by Panda, the rescue Persian, who's being very frisky this evening. And if you're returning to my channel, I feel like there is a really amazing community of people that watch these unboxings, that probably get their own boxes, that are looking to see what other people are getting and making really wonderful comments. So I thank you so much for coming back and saying in the comments what you liked, the suggestions you have for styling things. I really do appreciate it. So Panda and I are gonna wish you a good evening and a great week.
Doorstep magic, can't resist.